Grayscale urged the regulatory body to reconsider its application to turn its Bitcoin trust into a spot ETF.
BlackRock took the first steps yesterday to launch a spot Bitcoin ETF, filing an application with the SEC to launch the iShares Bitcoin Trust.
Let's go straight actually to the halving or the halvening. What do you make of that?
Yeah, it happens every 4 years.
You're a believer in the logic behind it?
Yes, it makes sure like the central governments keep producing new currency, which creates inflation. Bitcoin was created the other way to reduce the supply, which makes it more deflationary.
The interest rate level will remain higher into 2024 than earlier projected, and that if there are cuts to be made, in all likelihood, just based upon these projections, which can be revised again 2 or 3 times, but based on these projections, that if there are cuts that are likely to be in the back half of 2024 and possibly just in the fourth quarter of 2024.
If approved, this ETF would allow easy access for investors to get exposure to crypto in a product from one of Wall Street's largest companies.
As I look into the digital world of the cryptocurrency markets, a feeling of anticipation courses through my veins. It's as if we stand on the beginning of a financial spectacle, a bull run of crazy proportions, primed to rewrite the greatest events of economic history. What propels this profound sense of excitement is the realization that the crypto markets are gearing up for one of the most colossal surges in their history, a seismic event poised to leave an indelible mark on the financial world. Today, we talk about the 2024 and 2025 upcoming bull run that is just waiting to happen. Subscribe if you like these videos, and let's get straight into it. Historical cycles, both in the financial markets and the crypto realm, often show a rhyme and rhythm. It's like watching a pendulum swing, with the trajectory inevitably reversing when it reaches its zenith. Consider the traditional real estate and stock markets, for example. They tend to have periodic surges, followed by equally dramatic corrections. And this cycle is not exclusive to real estate, stocks, or old money, but extends its influence to cryptocurrency as well. Usually, it's the old money leading the charge. Institutional giants, armed with a ton of money and financial reserves, frequently make their moves well in advance of everyone else recognizing the onset of a new market phase. This is like a game of chess, where each move is calculated with precision. As is often the case, these institutions establish their positions discreetly, and by the time the general public becomes aware, the game is well underway. This is what I believe is happening. As the SEC delays its green light on applications for Bitcoin and Ethereum spot ETFs from asset managers like BlackRock and ARK, this drives prices down, which allows these huge companies to accumulate working in tandem with the SEC. Another thing to note, 2024 is right around the corner, and with it, the likelihood of interest rate cuts. This would make taking out loans and interest on loans easier and cheaper. Real estate, land, student loans, and other markets requiring loans are poised to benefit from this deluge of cuts. Cheaper borrowing rates equate to larger loans and an increased volume of capital available for investment. The consequences extend beyond these old money sectors. As interest rates cut, more money comes in. So, digital assets represented by cryptocurrencies will flourish just like 2023 and 2021. The crypto markets have always thrived in an environment of abundant liquidity, and these interest rate cuts are like opening the floodgates of financial opportunity. Pay attention to the upcoming FOMC meetings because they showcase whether interest rates go up, down, or stay the same. This is important if you're a student or if you plan on getting a home loan or loan in general in the next 2 to 3 years. It can be life-changing to know when to lock in your loan's interest rate or not. Looking into the crypto realm, my attention is drawn to a certain narrative, one that suggests financial giants like BlackRock are making chess moves behind the scene. These titans may be intentionally orchestrating a series of price suppressions in the Bitcoin market, creating an artificial lull. This calculated approach may serve a twofold purpose. Firstly, it allows their clients to enter the Bitcoin market at a more favorable price point, ensuring that when the impending bull run unfolds, they are poised to reap massive returns. Secondly, it lets these institutions accumulate substantial Bitcoin and Ethereum holdings secretly, fortifying their positions within the digital realm. This price manipulation is like a chess master strategically moving their pieces across the board. It may not be immediately apparent, but each move is a carefully calculated step toward a substantial endgame. As Bitcoin, often considered the leader of crypto, experiences these fluctuations, it sets the stage for epic proportions. In the cryptoverse, the dynamics of supply and demand are the levers that move markets. Consider Bitcoin, it operates 24/7, halving the rate at which new mining yields are rewarded approximately every 4 years. This event represents a decrease in supply, which, in the face of increased demand, can cause significant price surges. Plus, the awaited exchange-traded funds, ETFs, from behemoths like BlackRock, ARK, Fidelity, and other major asset and fund managers, this could be huge. The potential approval of these ETFs by regulatory bodies like the SEC will open the floodgates for old money investors. This influx of institutional capital, coupled with the accessibility of ETFs, is expected to trigger a surge in demand. Decreased supply and increased demand can set in motion a chain reaction, initiating a price rally that pumps the crypto markets. Bitcoin, often serving as the leader, is primed to lead this resurgence. But at the end of the day, even as we chart the course toward this impending bull run, we must acknowledge the unpredictable nature of financial markets. Black swan events, those unforeseen and crazy occurrences, have the potential to disrupt the most meticulous plans. The year 2020 bore witness to one such event, the global virus that upended economies and markets worldwide. These occurrences, while rare and deceptive, serve as reminders of the volatility and uncertainty in financial markets. As we navigate crypto, we must remain vigilant, aware of the potential for unforeseen disruptions. Always watch the old money and the smart money first. Real estate, the S&P 500, stocks, land, all of these tend to move first, followed by Bitcoin after. In conclusion, this is not financial advice, but what we are witnessing in the crypto markets is the calm before a beautiful storm. As Bitcoin's supply decreases and institutional investors enter the arena, the stage is set for a historic bull run. However, this is only the beginning. As Bitcoin surges, it paves the way for smaller market cap cryptocurrencies to follow suit. These altcoins, often overshadowed by their more prominent counterpart, are poised to deliver exceptional returns, offering investors the tantalizing prospects of 10 times, 50 times, or even 100 times gains. This is not just a financial journey, it's a paradigm shift, a digital revolution that is redefining the very nature of money and finance. As we venture forth into this era of unprecedented possibilities, one thing is clear. The crypto markets are poised for a historic bull run, and those who embrace this transformative wave stand to ride it to extraordinary heights. Knowing that the money you put into your bank account is not yours because it's immediately loaned out, and also knowing that inflation depletes your bank account year on year, which is why everything seems to get more expensive. Placing your money into Bitcoin would historically be a good idea, as it's outperformed inflation by a mile, and the traditional Federal Reserve System with the dollar was never meant to last. It's a money laundering scheme that's gone on for far too long, and it's time we owned our own currency. But what do you think? Is Bitcoin set for another massive rally next year? Subscribe, leave a comment below,